Gemini, we're in for your work reading. Again, I'm saying slash love because a lot of them are going in the personal areas, so be prepared if that happens. The Pulp Tarot says your first card is Three of Pentacles. So that's working together with others to accomplish a goal here. So you may be trying to get to a certain direction, because I'm seeing that point in hand quite highlighted. We're trying to get to a certain direction here, and we're working with others to try and accomplish that more quickly. The next card we get, Gemini, is the Tower. So the Tower, right in the center. So right at this point in time, or very near in the future, you may have something shocking happen having to do with this plan going forward, is the sense. Next card that we get is the Six of Pentacles. And yeah, I feel the need to... There's equal give and take is not happening here somewhere. And the Tower's here to illuminate that. So if you're the person that's not given equally, this whole scenario that's gone bad, it's to illuminate that which is not balanced, is the sense that I'm getting here. Yeah, pretty straightforward. That's what they said. I usually say that, and they're going, this is pretty straightforward. So if something crumbled here, the Tower fell because there was not equal give and take in our plan here. Okay, on top of the Three of Pentacles, the feminine card that we get is the Four of Air. So we may have just recently, you know, we're coming out of taking a break to rest and relax from things. Yeah, not very long is what I get before we're, you know, up and at it. But nonetheless, we have had time here to recharge our batteries, and we're feeling fully charged to go forward. But this way that we want to go forward now is suddenly blocked, is the sense that I get. So the Tower energy, what do we get there for the feminine? The Ace of Air. That's about clarity and truth. I feel like the Tower fell to bring you clarity and truth, to make you realize something you were not in realization of beforehand. So this is ultimately to get you going down the right way, is the sense. Now, the Six of Pentacles, again, I feel somebody here was not giving equally in a balance, you know, to balance out a situation, and we're not giving equally. And I feel like this also, too, has something to do with the Tower energy. But on top of that Six of Pentacles, we get the Knight of Water. The Knight of Water is about someone who is vulnerable with their emotions, or I don't want to use the word vulnerable. I want to use the word open and honest and caring, and what you see is what you get. With these crystal eyes, it's like, you hurt me, I'm going to feel pain. This is what I get here. So in some kind of emotional way, we were not being honest or transparent, or hiding our emotions maybe, or not giving our emotions outward, is a sense as well. Somewhere here this is affecting. This could be us or upon us. We were blocking our emotional center when it, like, because they're showing me the Six of Pentacles and they're showing me this teardrops falling. It's like I'm not giving any emotions equally, and this is what has created the scenario. Now, on top of the Four of Air, again, in the past we have taken time to relax, but now we're back on track and moving in a new direction. What do we get from the career cards? From the Infinity career cards? Zoo, circus show. We may have been dealing with people that were kind of monkeys. Monkeying around? Yeah, they said monkeying around. People that were monkeying around with us. I feel like we're the odd man out, because everybody else may have been part of a plan, but we... Give me a minute. Like, kind of like we were following the crew. And the sense is, I think this Tower came along to decide that we're not going to follow the crew no more. They're leading us down the stray here. So we may have been listening to a bunch of monkeys here, is the sense. Or clowns, they said. We're listening to clowns. I chose the wrong word. Yeah, that's better. We may have been listening to a bunch of clowns when it come to a plan that we're trying to, you know, and we need to take a break from that, because there's, you know, we're dealing with the zoo here. A bunch of monkeys and maybe even clowns. Okay, so the next card, the Tower, again, the Ace of Air. I feel like clarity came through a tower moment. It's something, we got some information here that clarified things that, again, we were thinking in the wrong way. It's now straightened us out to understand what the heck's going on. But again, there was a whole crew of people behind us, a bunch of clowns, leading us down this road of believing, is the sense. They're going, yeah, they led us to, helped us to believe in this thing happening, and it wasn't the way that it seemed, or they made it seem, or we believed. So on top of the Ace of Air, we get the Illumination card. Illuminate. We've been illuminated. The tower illuminated us to a truth. They're going to leave it there. Next row. Six of Pentacles. Again, there's an imbalance here in some kind of way, shape, or form. The Knight of Water expands on the emotional center. There's an emotional imbalance here that we... It just created this whole scenario. On top of that, we get the Suits card. Give me a moment here. Yeah, we could have had an employer that we were dealing with as we get back on track here, that wasn't paying, giving us equal pay for our work, what we deserve. And this, we may have had a lot of faith in them to do that, and they disappointed us, is the sense that I get. And it hurt us in the heart, but we didn't show that, but it has hurt us more than we're willing to say. We're trying to kind of buck up and move forward here, is the sense. But yeah, I feel like that tower, not only in give me a minute here. Yeah, is it the suit? Are the suits the Three of Pentacles? Bring that back. So the Three of Pentacles is all these people around. Were they all suits that were leading us in a direction? So they're of higher authority, so we gave them that respect, and they disappointed us because they didn't give us what we were worth. Almost like they let us in and then dropped us off, It's like they let us in with a certain mindset that we're going to get something out of this, and we didn't get what we thought we deserved. Okay? This is the sense I'm getting. And that was a hard lesson to learn about these people. Because I feel like we had no reason before this to think that they would dismantle this in any way. We just felt like they were going to follow through on things, and they never did. Is a sense in that. Okay, so we'll carry on here. As we move into the cat cards, the zoo, the circus show, the monkeys, the clowns that we're dealing with, right? The sense they're giving me too is that we didn't really fit in with this grouping as much as we were trying to fit in, or trying to get into the group and go these certain ways. It wasn't meant to be that way. We took a break from this and our mind, I think, made up a certain scenario like, okay, we're not going to go down this road again, but yet this is all we know. This is what we're trained for. So we ended up kind of going along the lines of going back on that track again, and then something blew here. Again, we got disappointed highly because we didn't get what we deserved out of this situation, and then we didn't see that coming. This is what I get. So on top of the circus show, what do we get to expand there? From the cat tarot, we get the Two of Cups. Oh, okay. Two of Cups is about a love connection, someone with deep caring feelings. I do get the Knight of Water here, having shown emotion here, or trying not to on the outside, but feeling deeply on the inside. This is interesting because did we have I don't know, or did we feel more connected? Because the Two of Cups is very connected. So either we were kind of schmoozing with someone at work, or working up to like a relationship with someone at work. This could be. Or someone was schmoozing us and we were falling into that, and then it didn't work out. Or suddenly, it's not that it didn't work out. Suddenly we seen someone for who they were, and our perception was wrong, is what they're telling me. But this is someone we may have, looked at like, I could see myself being with that person down the road. But then something happened. It's like, no, I can't see that no more. Okay? This is what I'm getting. Tower fell. So again, a major realization here that illuminated us to that direction not being valid. On top of that, we get the 15 card, which is the devil. Yeah, we're illuminated someone was working underhandedly, is the sense. We see these people are not on our side. So this may have been like the devil's fork is what I'm seeing. And there's 3 tines. There may have been up to 3 people around us that were working in negative energy and really trying to pull us to their sides. But we see now that that wasn't where we wanted to go truly. And we may even feel upset because, you know, there may be some, how do you say, some fallout from this that they didn't perceive, is what I'm getting, Gemini. We've seen that there's some fallout from this we didn't perceive, and it's even worse than even if we did think of this down this road that these people would, we wouldn't have come up with this answer, is the sense. Now, as we move forward here, again, the Tower is there to put you back on your place. Even though you feel like you're being left out, it's because you don't fit in there. So the ability to go back to that is just really going to be removed from now on. So be careful you have your priorities in the right place here. Not trying to impress the devil. Like, you know what I mean? This is kind of the sense I get. Trying to impress the devil, and the devil's just not going to get you anywhere. So you need to leave that whole crew. And again, I feel like there's 2 to 3 people involved here that are in a grouping. They're trying to get you along with their plan. But the thing is that it's like a trickery is what I feel. Like a subtle negotiation that to get you away from something else. I don't know. There's a lot of energy here. But not a lot of specifics, because I feel like the Gemini was an illusion. I feel like they took the bait, hook, line, and sinker, and they didn't expect this to have a dead end. They expected this area to open up and not go the way it went. But we are getting instinctive feelings from above here. And it may also, the Tower fell or is falling, and there's a lot of truths that we have to deal with right off the bat. And that has to do with people being in negative energy and trying to trick us in some kind of way. We're being illuminated to this. On top of the Suits card, again, this is maybe higher ups. That's why the trust level was so high. On top of that, the Cat card we get is 19. I feel like it's good to invest in our emotions and make sure that we balance that out from now on, and we will have a light and playful energy. I feel like we will overcome this because it is a truth that's coming. Now we're free to go in another direction. We may have been oppressed by this energy or these people around us and not realized, and now we see them for what they are, so now we can be free to leave, is the sense. So and this may even be in a relationship, because we're going back to the 2 of Cups. It may even be our partner that was pulling wool here, and suddenly a lie came to the surface, and now we got to deal with that, and we can bounce out of it, because it may hurt, but all along here I feel like we knew that we weren't getting an equal balance from whoever it was that we had entrusted from the beginning. Okay, on top of the 2 of Cups, the masculine card, we get Ace of Water. What do you know? Ace of Water, this is a great enjoyment in a partner. There's a disappointment here somewhere we had to deal with, some truths that come to the surface, but there's also an investment in a love direction. I feel like if the Tower is fallen for us, it's like we had a great disappointment, and then on the other end we have a great, wonderful thing that's happening to us to bring us back out of it. Got to be careful of that energy, but yeah. Maybe it's someone that's seen this whole scenario go down and is there to support us through this. That's the sense I get. They seen that these other people, or maybe we're going to them and explaining these other people what they did and telling the, what do you call that? Bleeding our heart out to someone, and they're there for us to support us emotionally through that. Okay. On top of the Devil card, again, the Tower, all of this negative stuff, but the truth coming to illuminate. On top of that, we get the Queen of Water. Yeah, that's someone who is of solid emotional state, is the sense here. Caring. Someone who's going to listen and they care and whatnot. Yeah, the Devil card's right behind there. I feel like the Devil's on their tail, too. Is the sense. We may meet someone or go to someone for counsel that has been through this exact scenario that you've been through, and we may get some support for where we are empathetically because they've gone through the same thing. And yeah, I get that, like a partner that understands us fully and helps us emotionally. Okay, on the Sun card again, something drastically crashes, and then there's like a light at the end of the tunnel, or like there's a savior here to help us get through the rough patch is what I get. So 19 on top of that, we get the Temperance card. Yeah, so be careful, because this is my cool down card. It's like, ooh, I got things are getting too out of hand here, I gotta cool it down. Yeah, I'm getting kind of like a bipolar, we're really high and we're really low. Like I'm getting like the Tower fell and we're just destructive, but yet there's something popping up, like the daisies are popping up on the other side, so we just run over there. And be careful of how quickly we flip gears here, is kind of what I'm getting. But I do feel this person is supposed to be there to hear us. I do feel that we will find great solace in this person to help us through this time in our life. But on some level or another, they're giving me the word cool it. Keep it cool. So we may be overly excited. Like, we may be wanting to compensate for that destruction in our life and jump and just go like jumping on the trampoline all the time. They're going, be careful, just take it easy, cool your jets, tone it down a bit. This is what I'm getting. So hopefully that makes sense to you. A little bit all over the place. Started out very, very like a plan didn't come to fruition, but yet there's something else coming, like God is serving us a silver platter or the silver lining out of all of this. And it's someone there that has great empathy, whether this is work or whatever. It's coming across someone who has great empathy for the what we've been through. In fact, they've gone through their own set of it themselves, and this is going to join us into a heart-centered appreciation from this other person. Okay, so your fortune card, Gemini, is the Star. Hard times are over. Look at that. How does it nail that? Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. So yeah, the Tower has fallen here. It's right down the center. It's unavoidable. We can't miss it. We can't cloud it over. It's here, but the universe is saying this is the end of it. This is the end. Now we can go forward free and clear. And if we are, cooling our jets here a bit, I feel like there's an overabundance of energy, of excitement that we're having a hard time reining in. But nonetheless, that's good because it's on the positive side. But be careful, it doesn't trip us up in any way, shape, or form. But the universe saying this is it. It's over. Look forward to abundance and happiness, enthusiasm and positivity. I think the enthusiasm is coming through quite highly here. Keep it positive and you'll be okay. The heart center is being accentuated, and there's never a bad thing going in that way. So Gemini, that's your reading, straight to the point. We had a plan. It didn't come to fruition. In fact, some things may have altered our state in order to go in a different direction. We are now aligned with that direction, and that is where we need to go. So hopefully that helps you in some kind of way. Take care. Have fun.